857 Music Podcast.
Guys, we're back again. For all those who are listening to the audio of this podcast, for everyone who is streaming the video from the official 857 Music channel, we're still gonna be your host. No AKs this time.
Once again, it's on.
Tur-bo.
The motherfucking psycho. Oh, y.k.c.
That's it? But just y.k.c? You're not,
You said no
no,
AKs?
no
We're
DJ
not doing
name?
AKs then.
They,
Okay, fine.
Oh, yeah, DJ Innovate.
if you want,
All right, there you
feel
go.
free. But
All
they
right.
have the name tags right under us, so I'm like, it's
Not
too
after
convoluted.
listening, Not after listening.
Nah, man. If they're listening, they're not going to see that shit.
If you're listening, sorry, you have to check out the video to see what our true identities really are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the intro really taking this long?
Yeah.
This is the worst intro of all. This is it. How are you going to... All right. Al, a.k.a. Al G.
There we go.
The 23rd Stallion, a.k.a. Eric. Gotta say it backwards this time.
And this means that you're listening to the 857 Music Podcast, where we discuss music-related news, topics, trends, and just anything we feel that comes to mind that we want to talk about.
Musically.
Especially...
Mostly hip-hop, though. Mostly hip-hop.
Especially apologizing to anybody listening out there
You guys said AKA.
for that horrible intro.
No.
Well, it went downhill when
You
we
know.
started with the no AKA.
Right, yeah.
And then it kind of like we were already by
Yeah.
y.k.c.
If anyone wants to know who I am, they could stream the video.
Kevin, let's go.
and just
And
cut
they
it
go,
off.
darn it! You ruined everything.
Let's go.
You ruined
They
everything.
know how
Horrible.
government is. fun.
There goes the podcast.
Changing shit up at last second.
Yep.
Seriously.
For no reason.
You're not smooth like that.
All right, well, I'll make it up to listeners right now. You can stream us on iTunes. You can stream us on Stitcher.
You're streaming us right now.
Well,
They're hearing you.
well, yeah. Well, not really. Not really.
They have
They,
to be streaming it from somewhere.
no. Well, yeah.
else are they gonna hear
That
us?
doesn't mean that they have a subscription, though. If they want to subscribe, on their phones, get a podcaster or something.
Subscribe. Next.
Next.
Look, this promotion, all right? It's free promotion.
Oh, gosh.
All right, before we get into the main topic.
Oh my God.
Is there any news?
News.
News is the main topic.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, there is news. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about it because everybody should know about this, but Kanye West broke down and went crazy, and everybody's called him crazy.
And moving on to the topic.
No.
Yeah, right?
No, that's
This just in.
That's related to
Kanye
my
West.
news.
It was
That's
actually
also
pretty big. It was pretty big because he was at a
Yeah.
concert. I forget where. What was it?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. Okay.
Yeah.
So he was there.
Right.
He did like 3 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Totally broke down and just started ranting.
For
Right.
20,
For a
for
long-
30
long
minutes.
time. For
It
a
was,
long
it was
time.
30 minutes.
Wait, and didn't he
Crowd was going crazy.
he said something about
Everything.
Beyonce,
Yep.
Jay-Z and
Jay-Z.
stuff
Oh,
like
he was
that?
talking
He just
nonsense.
broke down.
He's talking
Broke down.
nonsense, talking out of his ass for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How you going to do 2 songs and then
Everybody was like,
talk
"Come
for 30
on,
minutes? You
do
want to do
another
it?
song?
Like, people pay tickets to go see him, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? It's actually relevant because my nephew lost money in this because he bought a ticket to go see Kanye.
God.
So he ended up
$130.
He ended up canceling his tour.
130. Yeah, he
bought it
canceled the
Because
rest
he
of
was
the show.
exhausted
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he couldn't deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, they're gonna have a fun time with this. It's over."
Yeah,
And he just walked off the stage.
he has such a hard life, you know?
Oh, gosh. Well, there's 2 things also. Like, I was reading a little bit into that. One of his representatives said that the breakdown happened close to the 9th. It's either the 9th or the 11th anniversary of his mother's death. There was that going on.
He always used that as an excuse.
Right. No, I know. I get it and stuff, but they said he's overworked. He's got the tour, he's got the clothing line, and
he's famous.
He's sleep deprived.
Yeah,
There's a lot going
Oh,
on.
that's poor guy.
He's only making like what?
Poor-
$1 billion?
poor
How much
guy,
did
man.
he-
But
how
look,
much
though,
did he-
his wife just had a gun pointed to her face and robbed. It's tough. It's tough.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
It's like her.
All right.
Poor thing.
Poor family.
Oh.
It's so sad.
All right, on to the
No.
next one.
No. In related news to what you just said, he's also trying to work from the hospital bed. He's trying to record music, and he's
Good
trying
thing
to
he's
look,
exhausted.
look at his clothing
He's
line.
trying to... oh, well.
It's a good thing he's exhausted. He's in the hospital. And
Oh, yeah.
works, you know.
I'm tired talking about it. I'm exhausted.
That's all the
talking about
news.
it.
Actually, that-
It was very
that-
funny to listen to.
That's-
it was something.
That's pretty
What, his
convenient,
rant?
though.
The rant was hilarious, so yeah, the
I
rant's
didn't,
funny.
Oh,
maybe
it
I'll
was
check
awesome.
it out, but I'm just tired.
What's
talking
even
about
funnier is seeing Snoop Dogg's reaction.
it. Really?
Yeah, there's like a video that went viral watching Snoop Dogg's reaction
His
to
reaction.
the whole thing. He's like, ain't this supposed to be a show?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. It was. It
Where
was
the
some
fuck is he
political
on?
show. It
Just
was
picture, if you want to know what his rant's like, just picture the MTV Music Awards, his rant that he had then.
On steroids.
On steroids.
He lost his,
That was his
he
rant.
lost his mind.
Like, he won up to his last fucking incoherent
He did.
Oh,
shit.
it's about that time. It's
When he-
about that time. It's about 2 months.
Yeah.
We need another outbreak. It's how he stays relevant. It's how he stays relevant.
You know,
Yep.
it's crazy though, because a lot of I got coworkers that are big like Kanye fans, and they're not fans anymore, man. They had enough. Like one of them in particular was telling me, he's like, "Yo, I'm
But
tired of
between
this
him
shit."
and his family, though,
I had enough a
that's
long
what
time
they
ago.
do. They
Yeah.
stay relevant every week
Yeah.
with this nonsense. Someone. There's someone in the family. It's either Kim, him, Chloe, someone.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone's in the
Who
news.
needs that
Somebody's
much
in the
attention?
news.
No, isn't it about like making money and providing for your family?
No,
That's
it's
how
no, it's about
that's how
making.
they make money.
It's about making money. That's
But
it.
they made enough.
They have to be.
How much do you fucking
No,
need?
they gotta
You
be-
can't
it's
take it with you to the
Hey,
grave.
listen, it's an empire, man. They gotta be relevant in the news and in the media, and that's how they do it. That's how they make their money.
That's a sad.
That's
way
how
to
they
live.
sell their fucking clothing line and whatever the fuck they got.
It's a shitty way to live.
But
It's,
Dave Chappelle
you know,
told the truth when he was talking about all these smart people going crazy. It's not them going crazy. It's the industry that they're in that makes them that.
That makes them that way, right?
It's possible. I see that.
I had a theory many years ago about that. Like,
Because obviously
there's
they're talented.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't be famous
Right.
without the amount of talent that they have. And the fact that all of them just snap, that's somebody running them to the ground.
No, that's like staying on Twitter and social media too much. I think that'll make you crazy.
I think
if you
it's
stay on there constantly.
I think it's a combination of everything plus the money. I think once people reach a certain amount of money, they just go crazy.
Because
They
everybody's out for
It's
it.
the people
Success.
behind closed doors you don't see. It's the fame. It's the social media. It's the expectations from the fans. It's the view everyone has of you. That's
Plus
not
you're-
really you.
It's everything.
You know,
Plus
it's
everything is public.
yeah,
It's everything.
Everything's public.
everything's public,
There's no escaping nothing.
They don't allow you to be a human being.
especially the
because
family he married into.
As soon as you put a camera in someone's face, you're viewed as something higher than a human being, and that's not right.
But
For
you know
anybody.
what though? It's not also an excuse either, because how many other artists are out there that
Some stay
that
some
stay low key and they're still famous. They still got.
They're not
you know.
as famous.
It's like
Well-
they're not as famous.
I'm saying there's tons of artists
Right
out there.
people,
that-
I guess they just ran into the right people.
Right,
You know, and
Right.
you
Some
can't
people's
associate with
minds
some
just
people.
blow up like that. They just can't.
Yeah.
They just need it. They need the ego.
But I will agree though. His mom's death was kind of
That
fucked up.
destroyed him.
That was mad.
That was kind of
destroyed him.
fucked up. I don't think he really had closure, and he kind of
That sucks for anybody.
yeah.
yeah, that was horrible.
So
But this goes into our main topic of the day.
Yes.
What would that be?
Cash money. No, I'm just
yo man,
Cash money.
That's it.
Drugs. No.
podcast over.
Now,
Let me say-
it's like 2 podcasts away.
That's true. The main topic for today is we're going to talk about the art of organized noise.
Yeah, let's get this
Yes.
organized.
Now, for those who don't know, who's listening for the first time, organized noise is not just like noise that's just done in a timely manner. It's actually a group of producers. It's actually a team of trio, right?
Trio.
Of producers from Atlanta. What? That was a funny joke.
No, it wasn't. But continue. Go ahead.
All right,
Keep
and
explaining.
let's see. I guess they started in the late 90s. Right, late 90s. They're responsible for doing
A lot of stuff.
A lot
So
of
we're
stuff.
gonna get into it.
Production mostly on the
lot of
Dungeon
things.
Family, Outkast,
Right.
En Vogue, TLC, but we're going to talk
And
specifically
Vogue's not
about
the
that.
Dungeon
Goody Mob.
or TLC.
Goody Mob. Well, that's Dungeon Family, yes.
Oh yeah.
But they're responsible. They're behind the scenes, and they're responsible for a lot of hits.
They're responsible for a lot of stuff I had no
The
idea.
Atlanta sound, starting from the late 90s.
A lot of stuff I had no idea.
And nobody knows about him.
Yeah, right.
I had no
I had
clue.
no fucking
And I
idea.
thought-
I didn't know either.
I
Behind
heard
the scenes.
I was big
lot-
into music in the hip hop scene in
Right.
the 90s, and
Had no
I
idea.
Had no idea that they
No
did
idea.
anything.
When I saw the movie, I was just like,
It was like
wow.
they should be in the top 5
Yeah,
of productions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should
And I
be.
was like,
definitely, man.
what? Why? When? Who? You're not Timbaland. You're not
Right.
Neptunes, like those are names that
DJ Premier. You're not. You're like even Large Professor. Like I knew these people. Like, and I never heard of them. It's crazy
Yeah.
how underground they were, but not really. Like,
No,
this is
they-
New York, in New York, they weren't heard of.
Right.
We heard the music, but we didn't hear of them.
they're responsible for bringing hip hop to L.A. Reid.
They're
Yeah.
responsible
Yeah,
for bringing-
absolutely.
this is-
Yeah.
They're responsible for bringing Atlanta out, which
Pretty
is
much.
To
Dirty
masses.
South, which is Dirty South, to the masses, and that's huge.
That's true. That's true.
Outkast.
One thing I liked about them was the fact that they, I thought, on a lot of their beats that they sampled, and
They weren't.
they weren't sampled at all. Like
They were
I was like,
very
they hired.
instrumental.
They would hire somebody, like if they wanted a piano riff or whatever, they would hire a guy to play the piano.
Yeah, they had the dude come in,
And they would just say, "All right, play what you feel," and then they would sample that.
Yeah.
They were-
That's fucking genius, man.
And no mention of the roots. Which I was like, they should have mentioned something about
Yeah.
the roots at some part
Yeah.
of this whole story.
but they're Philly. You know, it's like
but they were part of the instrumentation of hip-hop
that's
also.
true.
They played it live also,
But
and
they
weren't mentioned.
But they were after the fact, though.
Were they after that?
Yeah, they came out after.
In 94. They were around. Philadelphia. That was early. And they were doing it live forever.
Cut the check.
That was like
That's my song. I love that song.
I have to go back and I have to go back
I
and
think
check.
they
But
ran parallel.
That song's
they probably did.
I think so. But they were in different.
But they got
different
regions.
yeah,
Yeah.
different regions. So
yeah,
I can understand why they would say, all right, they pioneered it in their area.
right.
But they had some crazy hits, though, man.
That bass player though.
that piano player though.
Oh yeah. No, when they okay, so when they were talking about it, so they started out 3 guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they basically had a crew, a lot of people.
What was his name again? Rico. What was his name?
Well, Sleepy Brown
Sleepy Brown.
is one of them.
look it
Rico Wade
Rico Wade.
and Ray Murray
Right.
are the 3 dudes.
So those are the 3 main dudes that were part of the production. And then they bought out their first young group, which was Outkast,
Right.
and they introduced them to L.A. Reid from LaFace Records.
Right.
LaFace Records is who destroys careers. They're the company who was a cancer. And I was a big fan of a lot of stuff from LaFace
That's
Records.
that's a fucked
A
up
lot
shit.
of them. And I saw all those artists get bad boy. Like they were the original bad boy
Oh yeah.
label. Like they raped all their artists, all of them.
Throw them
And-
small ass checks,
Yeah.
which they would look at as mad big, but
Right.
it's really they really get
Peanuts.
Like, it's like when they got remember TLC, they gave them those whack ass cars,
Yep.
and they were like, oh my god, I got the cars,
Yeah.
and it's just like
That's big
no,
for a
it's
broke person.
yeah, it's like
they made
Right.
yeah, they took home millions while
Yeah.
they just chilling with these whack ass cars and like a couple thousand.
And that was the manager was what? Pebbles.
Yeah, of course.
And that was
Pebbles.
L.A. Reid's wife, right?
Yeah.
Same person in
Yep.
charge of that.
Fucking dirtbags.
Same person in charge of Organized Noise.
That's the industry, man.
And if you guys
She
remember,
actually showed up
what?
on.
She was
showed
actually
up.
she actually showed up on the
And you can hear me?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Well, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, so yeah, they showed up, her and L.A. Reid, on this documentary.
Yeah.
And what the hell? They let them on? They let them
Yeah.
on, these thieves? They let on? And they're like, oh, I'm represented wrong and everything I'm talked about in.
Yep.
Okay, so how come it always ends up, oh, we lost so much money. You guys gave us no money. How come it's always the same story?
And you know
No,
what it is? And one thing I liked about what you call it, Rico. What's his last name again?
Suave.
Suave.
Oh, man.
Well, Rico Suave.
Wade, Rico Wade, Rico
He said
Wade.
he never. He's like he never took artist publishing. He never took an artist publishing at all.
Right. He was
He's
very
like,
good.
That's what they all did. Puffy did that. L.A. Reid. It's like
is that when he was talking about like even though he did the hook and whatever, he's
Yeah.
like it was still
He said he
50-50.
could have taken more.
He could have
Yeah.
taken 75, but it was always 50-50.
always
Right.
50s?
And now I was like, wow,
He was honest.
They had
that's somebody you want to work with.
They had integrity.
he
man.
sounded like a real
That's
they-
that's,
had
when do
integrity.
you
They
when
would-
do you see that?
They wouldn't sell
Not
out
in the music
for anything.
industry.
Not at
Not in the
all.
music industry.
I was
They
like
would've got paid.
50-50?
He's like, yo, we're living the way we are right now, and I could have
Right.
I could have did you dirty.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Right.
But he stressed that the main thing is just family. You know, like
Yeah.
that was the main
Right.
point. Is like
Take care of each
take
other.
care of
Right.
each other, and you don't have that.
Right.
And that's I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I was getting sick when he told me that shit.
Well, like they probably had a settlement though. To go back to what you were saying, how the hell did they get her on the? I'm sure
stand
they.
that bitch,
I'm sure behind closed doors they probably had some kind of settlement or whatever. Because why would you like agree to have a fucking documentary about
Well,
your shit?
The thing is, they were on the face and they were getting ripped off, so they went to Interscope.
Interscope after
Right.
that.
They
Yeah.
went to Interscope after
Right.
that. And this is okay. So they made a few hits while they were at LaFace. They made Waterfalls. Waterfalls was their biggest.
That was
hit.
a big one.
That was their biggest hit.
I like
a
the
big-
story. Of
He
how
said,
they
"I'm
came
still
up with
getting
that.
paid off of
Yeah.
Waterfalls today."
Yeah.
I was like,
The
Yeah.
story was so cool because they were like
I love
working
it.
on something else.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, play that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, cut that off.
He just heard it.
Sing to that.
He heard it.
Yeah, it was
the,
like,
the guy was playing in another room, and he just
Yeah.
walked by, and he's like, "Oh wait, what was that? Play that again."
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Hold
all
on, and then they
magic.
just did. It was
When you see little parts like
spontaneous.
that,
Yeah,
like
when it's-
everybody working together, it's
That was awesome.
That organic.
And
Yeah.
he's like, yo, I didn't even want it. We don't work with TLC.
Right.
We don't make no songs for TLC.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm going to call T-Boz and say, get on this right now. And then she got on it. Boom. Track made.
That's
and
amazing.
history made. They
That's-
said it was, what, 2 million that TLC sold before that? And then it sold 11 million.
11 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11
That
million, yep.
song.
Yeah.
I was
211.
like, what?
It's fucking crazy.
That was. I don't think
One
that's
song.
the best song on the album.
That was their
But
biggest
that
hit.
was their biggest,
biggest hit.
That's fucking crazy.
That was song number 8 on the album.
Yeah.
Song number 8.
I'm like,
that was a big hit.
I didn't know it was that huge for them. I'm like, I know it was
sounded
huge.
so perfect though.
Yeah.
The way
Yeah,
her
it
voice
did.
was on there was just
No,
perfect.
everything
was
meshed.
The
Everything
story,
meshed.
just the whole story, the imagery behind the song. It was just like
The
just the
video.
instrumentation of the song was really, really
It all
great.
That was
started-
beautiful.
It all started from a hook
Yeah,
and a messed up drum line.
Yeah.
That's how it started.
That's crazy,
That's-
man.
that's nuts.
Repeated loop.
that's awesome the way
drum
that
line
happened.
that was just, it was crazy. So you got that was worth it for watching this whole thing. And then they had another one. They had they produced a lot of stuff on Outkast and Goody Mob, like their early albums.
Yeah.
What
And
about
what about when they tried to? So they had a story about Outkast when they first started,
Right.
and it was like L.A. Reid didn't really like him at first, and he wasn't going to sign them. But they did a show. He watched the show. He's like, okay, let's see what you got. We'll put you on a Christmas album. right?
Yeah, Christmas
So and I
album.
knew this right when they were talking. I was telling her before
Yeah,
he even
yeah.
said. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it was on the Christmas album.
Yep.
And then he was like, oh, it was on the TLC remix. And I was like, yeah, that was the first song they won. And then he said it right in there. It's the first song. I know my stuff. So the Christmas album, I bought that because of TLC, because y'all know I'm a TLC fan. They had 2 songs on there, but Outkast had one, and it was Players Ball. And I was like, oh, that sounds different than the one I heard on the radio, because it was about more like Christmas. But they changed it, so it wasn't like corny. They was like, oh, they trying to put us on a Christmas album and make us corny right away?
Yeah.
They don't want to do that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
swore they were going to get killed.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
But
oh,
they
do
changed
this
it. They
crap.
made it more like their
Themselves.
experience of
Yeah.
what they would do during the holidays. And they made it cool, and that song blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song blew up. Like,
Could you
it was
imagine
huge.
that though? Like your first
It's a
big
hard
break.
song.
On a Christmas, yeah.
It's
hard-
like
The first song you can ever get on the label, and it's like
It's
you're
like
gonna do a Christmas
You're given
song.
an opportunity, but it's like,
Like, I'm like, yeah.
Damn, man,
Christmas
this is my
song is
only
like-
break.
damn, I gotta think of something.
I like their approach to
But
it,
that's
though.
good though.
No,
That
Was
was
it like
that was
ho
you
ho
know.
ho, check my king afro, some shit, something like that. It was something. They flipped it.
They made it work.
Yeah.
They made it work their style, which is
That's hard to do for a
That-
Christmas song.
That's hard to do. I give them a
hip-hop.
lot of
that's a
credit
good.
for
That's
that.
a dope group.
After I heard the story
That's it.
behind it, I was like, oh shit,
That's
like
a-
that's
Wait, Run
How
DMC
many-
did a Christmas
How many
song.
Christmas
Damn right.
songs? No, I was gonna say how many songs that you know of in hip hop are about Christmas.
Yeah.
Run
Not
DMC.
many. Not
No.
many.
They play that shit
And you know
every
what?
year too.
Except-
I
except
did
Run
like
DMC.
TLC's Christmas song.
No, they
You
were
did?
dope. Both of them. They were both dope.
I did. No, I had them on my tape. I recorded them shits.
Jingle
They were
bells,
good.
MS bells.
Yeah, shit was dope. I like those songs. Those were dope, man.
And I didn't know Puffy directed that
That
video.
first video.
Yeah, that first
I was like,
video.
what's
Yeah.
he doing here?
He's like, I'm the one who told him. He's like, I'm the one who told him to take his shirt off.
And he
Yeah.
took credit. He's like, I'm not trying to take credit for it, but after you took it off, you kept it off for your whole career.
Yeah.
You a
I'm to
sex
blame for that.
symbol.
It
Yeah.
was hilarious, but I was like, don't say you.
What about when he got a shot and he's like, when
Oh,
when the guy-
yes.
he tried a shot. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
can I get some ginger ale? Oh, you bitch!
I hated that part, man. Why they leave that in the fucking?
Because he's a
It was
bitch.
hilarious.
I'm glad
Leave that in
I'm glad they kept it because he's like, he doesn't even do the whole shot. First of all,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
oh, ginger ale. Oh God, it made me sick.
It's my,
I smoked-
it's my birthday. It's my birthday.
That's my birthday. That's how you know it. Shut the fuck up, Puff.
No, that's why Biggie was like, I smoke the blunts, Puff sips on the Baileys.
He
on the
does
rocks."
it.
You,
That's
But
exactly.
the thing about that time period was there was a lot of integration between everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, he was there. He was there. He was there. Everyone there.
knew each other.
Everyone was
Like,
there.
look at the dungeon itself.
Damn it! I was gonna say it too. I wanted to say it.
It was
Go
like
ahead.
the dungeon.
No, that's it. Kev already said it.
You see how dingy that
waiting.
thing was? You could
It
barely
was the-
find any
It was a dirty.
They said it was like 20
dungeon.
heads and
That's
there were
awesome.
blankets on the floor and they just
Yeah.
recording
They
and
said
shit.
it was
All
just
day.
weed.
Yeah.
and food, and it was just dark
Wings.
and dank and dirty.
Moms and
Nasty.
sisters
They
upstairs
just
and
lay-
shit.
They just lived there.
Yeah, they just like slept over and
And
stuff.
I was like,
I'm
oh, that sounds awful. Then they showed it. I was like, oh,
That was
that
bad.
looks like a
probably
like
asbestos.
a real
That's
basement.
worse than our
yeah.
our mattress
Oh,
setup.
oh,
with
word.
it was like our basement. That was like before it
Yeah,
got
but
renovated.
Our first album.
Yeah, but there's no ceiling.
no, our
Those
second
pipes
album.
and shit everywhere.
The
that was
first
jokes,
album
that was
we did
jokes
it-
over, right?
First album. Well, the albums we did before our first official album
Yeah.
were in a basement,
Radio
similar,
play.
similar to the dungeon. It wasn't
Yeah.
as dirty, like rusty.
Right.
and
There was
stuff.
asbestos.
Oh, you
It
mean
was,
the?
it was pretty bad.
It was bad, but not.
But
like
we had
that.
mattresses up, and
No, there was at least-
that was our little homemade
There
booth.
was at least a ceiling. And fucking, there
we
wasn't
didn't-
pipes hanging out everywhere.
and we didn't have
Fucking-
to sleep there.
Yeah, we didn't sleep.
So it was similar.
24/7. Your moms didn't fucking make food and shit for everybody.
That would have been cool.
That would have been bad, right?
Imagine that shit.
But it was cool seeing them all there, like
No,
young.
that's
You
cool.
know,
Yeah.
it's like
They
they,
were
go
mad young.
way back.
They were mad
Yep.
young.
Goody Mob and Outkast and
don't like
Organized
Goody
Noise.
I'm not a fan of him
I never
either.
liked Goody Mob.
I'm not a fan of him either.
I wasn't a big fan of either.
I'm not a
Never
big fan of him, but
I
It's
never
cool
liked
that they-
any
they're
song
all
that they
friends.
did. Never liked any song they did.
No, I
Not
can't
one.
think of one.
It's
I don't-
you know
I
what
don't-
I think it's just for Atlanta. I think that's a sound.
Yeah.
I'm
that
fine
they-
with them being around. I'm not
Like-
ashamed they were around.
Yeah,
They're fine.
yeah.
They can do their corner.
What was the song where Andre 3000 was like, someone standing with a number 2 pencil because they tense? Someone standing with the pencil. Come on, you don't remember that?
Nope.
No,
Not at all, man.
All right,
You sure it was
Cool
An-
Breeze, known as the champ, coolest color at camp.
Oh yeah,
Your
yeah.
ones,
You
your
sure that was
twos,
Andre though?
That was Andre.
No.
with the number 2 pencil because he's
know.
tense. Yeah, that was Andre. Yeah.
It was?
Somebody stabbed with a number 2 pencil because they tense. That was
right.
Really?
Okay.
You remember that?
No.
That was a good Goody Mob song.
That was a
No,
bad
it
What
wasn't.
about the one where they, all right, what
All
about
right.
TLC was
All right, all
it
right.
started on a song.
All right,
Calm
relax,
down,
relax,
calm
man,
down,
relax,
calm
relax,
down.
relax.
First of all right.
Relax.
Second of all, no, that wasn't a good song.
Yeah.
When they said they did when the dude was playing the piano and he was playing "Growing Old," the 13th floor. Whatever.
Oh, that was awesome.
That
Yeah.
was, I was like, I know that.
I know that
song.
song, yep.
That was one of my favorite beats.
Yes.
Of all time. Like
Yes.
that's one of them. Like the way I just love the drums in that. It's
I always
the
thought
chorus
that
is
shit.
always nonsense.
Yeah.
With Fat Titties turning the flab. Like I was like, all right.
No, the beat-
chorus, but the beat.
I did like the chorus though.
It was
I like the
funny.
beat.
It was graphic.
It was
But
funny.
it paints the
made
picture.
perfect.
Yeah, it
was
painted the
perfect for what
picture.
the song was
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But the way that song made you feel and the
Yeah.
ride that it took you on was
No.
Man, I
It was-
thought that was sampled. I would have bet all my
the one
money
they played
that shit
before. The dude was playing it live
know.
when the chick was talking. I skipped
know.
that part though.
And
But-
that wasn't a single.
No.
That wasn't a single.
No.
That's
No,
That
but
was a great song.
AT
That beat-
Aliens is one of the best albums, though, man.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
One of
That
my
was
favorite hip hop.
They didn't
albums.
talk much about it on the documentary.
They showed
Not
it
too
briefly. They showed a quick.
no.
1 4 in the
little
morning,
part.
yes.
Well,
2
they had
4 the show.
elevators. Elevators was in there.
Yeah.
I wanted them to
I
talk
don't-
about
Heart laying and down low.
because you know why they probably didn't talk about it because I don't think they had much to do with that album. That was a spaced out weird album.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah?
if they had much to do with that.
I didn't like
Maybe they did.
elevators.
No,
Maybe
it
they
was,
did.
speaking of albums, one of the crazy revelations was that Speaker Box in The Love Below
Wasn't
was
done by them at all.
did not
yeah.
have any organized noise
yeah.
participation at all, and it was their most successful album.
Yeah.
And you
That's-
saw how salty dude was about that.
Very.
He was like,
Yo.
"You guys took me off the album and went diamond. They were
Yep.
the most successful,
Yep.
only album to ever get nominated."
That's
He's like,
crazy.
"You couldn't put me on there for one song."
Right.
Like he was burnt. He was,
Yeah, he
that's
was-
when he was mad.
he wasn't
You could
feeling
tell.
that. Yeah.
He didn't look like he was mad.
No,
but you
he
could tell
was.
He was.
No, that's a
very
felt
salty.
that.
That's a slap in the face, man.
I
It
felt
was.
that.
That's a
Because he
slap
got
in the
him there.
face.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, he's like, I'm
That's fucked
responsible
up.
for your career.
Just
You know,
one.
it's like,
And he didn't take
But-
nothing from him either. It's
But
not like
that album had nothing to do with it, and it was all like
That's
he
what
did.
I'm saying.
Andre did his whole part, his whole album. he
half
did.
the freaking album wasn't
Yeah.
hip hop.
No.
It wasn't really a group
No.
album. It wasn't an Outkast album.
hip hop album of the year. Only album to ever do it was an album that wasn't hip hop.
Crazy,
half
man.
of
It was one of the weirdest releases.
I bought
in
it.
hip hop. You know,
That was
it's
one
like
of the last real CDs I bought.
I love Roses. That was a great song. You know, but it's like it wasn't a real Outkast album. They weren't.
Roses is intense. It's intense. It really
That
is.
was not my favorite album at all.
No.
at all.
No. It's got
But
some songs.
It had that crossover appeal that made it do over
AT
10
Aliens all
10
day.
million.
AT Aliens is a
AT
beautiful album.
Aliens is the best album.
Beautiful
they've
album.
done.
Stankonia wasn't
Although
that bad.
people will say Stankonia will be the best album.
Which album was it? AT Aliens that had Art of Storytelling Part 2? Was that the next album?
No,
That's
the next
Aquemini.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Art of Storytelling.
Everybody
2.
skips the coming up.
No, I like
the
Aquemini.
Raekwon
Was good.
song.
Yeah.
Raekwon was on there, right?
Old school players and new school fools. Guys, keep it jumping like kangaroos.
no,
that
like
was on there too? Yeah. That song was the shit.
That was dope.
That song was the shit.
I would like to take the best of Outkast and just
all-
put them together.
Yeah.
I don't want one album. But no, I mean, I'll just replace the albums that had Goody Mob on it on AT Aliens and the remix of Elevators and put the 3 or 4 new songs on the other albums on that.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect album.
It's like I make the perfect album.
No,
no, like
Best stuff.
I was gonna say, sorry, like every documentary, successful documentary or whatever, they always have the downfall.
Oh, yeah.
they always have that downfall
Oh, yeah.
where
It
people
hurts
are
to
down
hear
and
it.
out.
It
It always
hurts to hear
Now
happens.
it.
we got.
always
Let's talk
happens.
about that now.
Can you ever have a documentary that doesn't have an up and down?
Yeah, well, that's what makes a good movie. That's what made
Yeah.
this was, you know,
And there's
successful,
always a down. So
oh yeah,
And the down's ugly.
Oh, yeah.
It's very
Oh,
ugly.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
so fucking ugly.
So
And it's the
at the
same
height-
thing, though. It's the same thing that always happens.
This is what happened though. At the height of their success, they got a deal with Interscope for $20 million. This is after an En Vogue single they had. They were making hit after
What's
hit
it
after hit.
going
that was like the biggest deal too.
Yeah. And they were making like crossover hits that
dope
weren't
song.
hip hop.
Oh, this story. I know. Yeah, I know.
That
this
was
part.
on Set It Off.
Yep.
But they're a hip hop Like they do hip hop production.
Yeah.
So when they got the job, they was like, "Oh, what are we doing? We're making these hits in a category that we're not really popular in. And I don't want to do that." So when they hired them,
They expected
that
a hit every fucking time.
They expected that. They was like, "Oh, they're at the height of the game. They're going to do this." When they went over there, they brought their Atlanta. They put all that homegrown
They're like, no,
stuff over there with
get
them.
your asses
And
out of here. Get that southern shit out of here.
They went to
want that.
Hollywood with this.
They didn't want that.
So Hollywood don't want nothing to do with Atlanta. So
Right.
what they came out with, Cool Breeze.
Cool Breeze is like, come on, man.
Cool Breeze.
He's known as the champ.
And Little someone. There was somebody. And then there
Lil
was
Will.
another.
I
There
think
was
it was
another
Lil
group. Lil Will.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there was another group. And
Nothing.
there was no hits.
No.
It was what they were doing besides the hits.
Right.
And they got hired for that. And it was like the pressure of having to make a hit as a producer. You don't want that pressure.
No.
You want to do what you feel inside, and if it
Right.
becomes a hit, it becomes a hit.
If
Yeah.
not, then you just make.
If
you
you're
just
telling
keep making
somebody,
shit.
if you're telling a producer that you need to make a hit,
Right.
then it came down like this was a group thing. So when they split, and when they went to Hollywood, everyone was kind of split doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So there was Sleepy
Sleepy
Brown
Brown.
was doing like his solo project, and the other dude
They weren't feeling that shit at all either.
Nope.
but they were all doing their own artistic outlet because that's a lot of money. You can do whatever the hell you want with that. So they left it all down to the main dude. Who was it?
Rico Wade.
Was it just him? He was doing all the production. He was left alone.
No, I think
Wait,
it was
was
Ray.
it Rico?
No, it was Ray.
it was Ray.
It was
Yeah,
Ray.
yeah,
It
it
was
was
the other
Ray.
way.
Yeah, it was
Right.
Ray.
I forgot what Rico was doing, but
Drugs. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think
We'll get to that.
So they left all the bulk of the work on him, and it wasn't really they were working together, but it was just scatterbrained, and it wasn't as cohesive as it was.
Yeah.
And it was really hard for them to get what they wanted to
Plus
do.
Sleepy
they-
Brown went ape shit.
Well, all of them did
At
because
the strip
listen,
club.
they had a lot of
is-
money.
you
They
can
had
tell.
a lot. Like, listen, if you got a $20
$20 million.
between three people, you got $20 million contract, and you thought that was your money, right? You're gonna go crazy, especially in what early 20s. Like, this is crazy.
Oh, you're gonna go fucking
This
crazy.
is crazy.
But they
Yeah.
walked down on 17 mil of that.
Yeah, but we didn't get to that.
Oh yeah, but wait. I was like, but yeah,
So,
but yeah.
They will walk out on that much. So, storytelling time, Kevin. Stop.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
So-
Spoiler alert for those who didn't say it.
So they were wilding out. They were in strip clubs. They were doing parties after parties after parties. They got a mansion. They got a better dungeon. Like, and this is expensive. All the stuff is expensive. And they were like, "Oh, we'll give you $100,000 for this beat. $100,000 for this beat." He's like, "Oh, come on, you're gonna make this money. You gotta make this." He's like, "Hold on, I'm a single guy. I can't do all this. Y'all gotta stop piling this stuff on me. I don't have any hits right now." And they didn't have any hits. They didn't have one hit through that whole organization. And because of that, they cut them from their contract. Which, spoiler alert, since you already said
Hold on, they cut them. I thought
They
they just
cut
left
them.
it. They said they left it
they
on the
could have stayed for a little bit more money, but it would have been court. There would have been so much.
Because they owe hits.
So
Yeah.
what did they take home? 3?
They took home about $3 million between three guys, between a
million.
mansion, between parties.
That's what I'm
between-
saying.
A million
they
ain't
spelt-
shit.
They spent that in a day.
Right.
Like literally, what they were doing.
Yeah.
it
the
was
taxes
gone.
on those mansions.
All the
it's
drugs
like-
they were doing.
That's gone in a week.
Throwing the party, man.
Yeah, those
And
parties.
you saw it back. You saw the parties. I mean, come on, Jesus.
yeah,
Sleepy Brown's like, you know, like
Could you
going
just
fucking
imagine the party, man?
that was the
yes,
life.
Jesus.
That was the life.
Oh, man, I could have.
But $3 million gone. They were so much in debt. Just the house.
Yep.
Imagine the house. It was probably $10 million.
Just the
just for
house alone.
Just for that house.
That's why it's never good for people that age to get that much fame because they don't know. What
They
the
needed
fuck
somebody
do.
to keep them in check, and there was nobody.
You need that guy. You need that guy to be like, no, you can't do
And
that.
they were young too.
They
Also,
already
when
got
they had
robbed
this money.
from LaFace.
Yeah.
Like they wasn't making the money that from them hits
Yeah.
that they should have. So they
I'm-
finally got paid for them hits.
Yep.
And they didn't get paid for them hits.
I'm,
And,
I'm surprised that they weren't like out of the 3 of them, none of them was dead or still addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
they got
surprised they
into
were
it.
there to talk. I
So,
mean,
under
Well,
that-
yeah, I mean,
under that
it'd be
pressure-
a weird documentary.
Under that pressure, yeah.
It'd be pretty sad.
very sad.
Like that.
I'm like, why are we watching?
It'd be like
this
the
shit?
end. All right, they're dead.
Depressing as fuck.
That's crazy.
Under that amount of pressure, though, they get into drugs. They said they got into ecstasy. They got into
Coke.
They got into
Coke,
coke. They
yeah.
got into something else. But it was like they said, oh, you can stay up longer. You can do more work. You do that, and you have who cares about what happens?
But it gets into you get into the rhythm of relying on it.
No, man, it's
and
like
it was breaking him down. You heard how fast the dude was talking. His brain was fried.
Oh, Rico.
Oh, Nico.
Yeah, even now.
Nico.
Why keep calling him Nico?
'Cause
Rico.
It rhymes with Rico.
Even now, he was talking like scattered.
They had
It was crazy.
subtitles for one of his.
Yeah.
Oh, he
one
was
of
like,
his-
his wife. He said something about dudes. He was like, he was on it. He was on a chick every night. Oh, his marriage is over.
He's
Yeah.
divorced,
I don't
but
worry
like
about it. But every night he was
Every
with
night.
somebody else. I was like, damn, he just threw him under the bus, even though they're not together now.
I like when he's like, oh, I gotta pick up my girl.
Oh,
I gotta get out of here. I'm like, wow, how do I get that?
he was talking some good stuff, and he said, "Oh, I'll be there. I'll tell you I'm on the
It's
way."
like, yeah, I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Like, yo,
They
listen,
did
don't you
that.
know he's doing some work right
They did that a lot in this
I
documentary.
like
though.
how they
like,
kept it though. It's hilarious.
It was funny.
putting a lot of people on blast, man.
But he was talking. He was speaking from the heart about the drugs, and then she cut him off and never went back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Yep.
But that can damage, that can destroy you. Like anyway, imagine a group of 9 people. Like this is a huge group, the Dungeon family.
Mm-hmm.
When they're all making money like that, all of them aren't gonna make it. All of them aren't gonna make it. Somebody's going to die, or someone's just gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Like Wu-Tang, all of them weren't gonna make it. Like
Yeah.
you knew Old
Too-
Dirty,
it's too many
somebody
heads.
wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Too many
Yeah.
heads.
And everybody's not gonna be rich and famous. Like it's too many people. And when
Right.
you deal with that many people and that much money, someone's gonna take either everyone down or they're gonna go down because you cut them off.
And the mentality when the guy was like, I forgot who said
True.
it. Maybe it was Rico when he was like, yeah, when the shit was going on, they're like, yeah, when one of us make it, we all make it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like it's dangerous.
One of us make it, we all make it. One of us fucks up, we all fuck.
Yeah,
we all
it's like, how many of you make it? You know,
gotta
it's
take the
like-
raft
The
down,
thing,
man.
the thing that they messed up on, when they got the $20 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they got signed to Interscope should have been smart enough to leave them in Atlanta. But problem with that being, if you have $20 million in Atlanta, you will get blasted. You will get killed. You can't live there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
it's-
can't live the same lifestyle. Like, it was like they took them away from
Yeah.
the magic.
Yeah.
Like you can't. You have to be meshed together. You have to be that group
Yeah.
to make that sound.
That's true.
You can't be like, oh, go to Hollywood, live out Hollywood, live your life,
Yeah.
live the parties. Oh, you guys will never get back together. That magic is not going to happen.
You can't take someone from the dirty ass dungeon and put them in Hollywood. Motherfuckers will
Yeah,
go
the fact that
ape
they
shit.
had to get
Yeah.
out of that place is what made that magic, and they don't realize
That's true.
that. And that's what they said they
Yeah.
didn't see.
They don't care
Yeah.
about that. Like, Hollywood doesn't care about that. They want to hit that. They want
They
a
get 2
factory.
fucks.
They said we'll put you in a better place.
Hollywood.
You guys can work even easier. You can get that magic going.
No, the industry doesn't care about
They
that.
didn't even try and put them together.
No.
Keep them together. Like I would have been like, yo, we got locked in here. This is the ugliest place, but this is the same place you came from. You did not escape, and then you'll get your money.
Yeah, and that's the thing I liked about that movie a lot too. It kind of put a spotlight on how important chemistry is
Yeah, yeah,
between
yeah.
the people you make music with,
Oh, yeah.
and how powerful that is. When it comes to being creative and stuff. And it's just like,
You know what's good about it?
what's
The
that?
fact that they were still together.
Yeah.
Even after all that mess.
Yeah.
That's true.
Nobody stabbed anyone in the back.
Yep.
It's a strong bond.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
did anything that made.
They all seem like cool
one
dudes,
kicked up-
too.
No one
Like,
got
all-
kicked out of the group.
They had their-
They
they
said
had
they
their-
could have had that moment.
Yeah.
It was when Sleepy
They had
and
their fallout.
Rico when they were like, there's a time where we just were not agreeing, like
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
liking,
Yeah.
like we're
But they
just
said we're not
going
going
to
to split off though.
And we could have, there were like millions of times we could have been like, you know what, let's just go our separate ways then. But he's like, it just never happened. Like that just never
Outcast
happened.
never had a fallout. They were just different minds. They just
Yeah.
never had a fallout.
Right.
They're still they're the only ones still actually together. Like besides Organized Noize, but they never. I mean, Goody Mob never really had a breakup either, did they?
CeeLo did his.
I just never paid
Individual-
attention to them.
There.
Individual success of CeeLo. I mean, he did mess up. I forgot what he did, but he got blacklisted.
Yeah.
He's not on TV no more.
Yeah, he did
messed up
something.
bad.
I forgot.
think
Yeah,
he hit somebody something.
he did.
He hit somebody with something.
Nah, something
Yeah.
happened. Yeah,
Something
bad.
something happened
bad.
to him? Hold
Yeah.
up.
Now there was drama.
I gotta look this
there was
up.
some sort of drama with
He
him.
was on The Voice. He had his own show. He had his own reality show coming
Really?
up.
Now you don't see him.
And he was like, "Nah, get out. You're done. You're off TV. You did something bad."
Yeah,
So-
something happened.
Probably groped someone.
Yep. He got out of his
You always get
plastic
off
bag.
TV. Yeah.
You gotta leave yourself in that plastic bag. You can't
That shit.
come
We
out
look
of
like what they say. Remember that one time? It was a few years ago. He looked like a fat wizard.
that. Yes.
Remember he?
did.
Yeah,
He
I
always
put it- I
looked
remember
a
it
church
in-
wizard.
right
Like,
here.
Yeah, he looked like a fat
If there's
wizard.
a church wizard,
It looks like a
Warlock.
church.
A fat
What
ass
happened to
wizard.
it? Let's
Like
see.
he had a
here.
moo
he stepped out the house.
Wikipedia.
I'm on stage as soon as I step out the house.
That song was great.
That's
But
great.
he's all of them was so musically talented and gifted that they didn't know, like their mind couldn't do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even him, he did a lot of singing. He did a lot. His what type of music It's like crazy and all that. What type of music is that?
Yeah.
Like they were in their own. Like I don't know what Atlanta does to people. I don't know what Andre and him were on, but they did their own thing.
What's his name said it best? Rico at the beginning of the documentary. He was in the car. He's like, Atlanta. He's like, it's bad. It's like it's just bad. He's like, it's not that the people are bad. He's like, it's just it's bad.
Creative. There's a lot of creative people came from Atlanta.
Because they said
I
like,
said
what do you
everybody
say?
Ludacris.
It's either you're doing that or you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So if you're not working on like music or doing something like a creative outlet,
Right.
When they
you're in
came
jail.
out.
Or
When
doing
they came
drugs.
out, it was like that. I mean, now they said it was easier because of online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's still
Yeah.
there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. But did you see the pictures that they were showing of
I don't remember this.
of how Andre was dressed and how CeeLo was dressed?
Oh,
like,
yes.
You wonder why they're the ones that you talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why they
Yeah.
had it under a science. Like
Yeah.
what they were doing, they did it all deliberately. And they
Right.
said they influenced the whole generation,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see it.
Yeah.
Like you can see Young Thug, you can see all these guys wearing fashionable, like weird hats and no shirts and just weird shit. Like,
Right.
and it's from them, even though they don't know they're influenced by them because they were probably 2 years old. Like they were young,
Right.
But seeing that got them into that. That's what got ugly, weird outfits in the hip hop. Nobody wore it.
Andre went crazy with that shit.
I mean, if you go back to like the 70s or whatever, even
Rick
before,
James.
like they were wearing space suits and stuff, so they were influenced by that.
Yeah.
And like the Funkadelics,
The
or whatever.
Funkadelics, yeah.
Like they had weird, bright, like shoulder pad, big things. Like and then Andre 3000 comes out with his football shoulder pads, and no shirt, and just weird dress pant, like weird stuff, weird.
Out there.
And then look at this, like if you see the picture we're looking at, CeeLo,
And his
Yeah,
white
no, I'm
wig.
looking at the seat.
he was like a
White-haired
turkey.
wig.
He was like a red turkey on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, on the table.
The Muppets. It's the Muppets. If you look at if you look at CeeLo and Muppets, you're gonna see him look like a red turkey on the
Yeah,
and he looks like a butterball. But
That is insane.
2012
that's
to
the
present.
outfits that they were wearing just to stand out, and they, like
It's peacocking, man.
that's what
Yeah.
got them
Peacocking.
crossed over. Like,
Yep.
No, they're not threatening. They're not wearing a bag. Like they said when Puff did the video. Puff did the video with Andre. He's like, listen, he wanted to wear a Timberland shirt. 'cause
Timberland
he
shirt,
He
yeah.
liked New York
Right.
because he wanted to dress New York, baggy
Yeah.
pants and everything.
Yep.
He's like, listen, you wear Atlanta stuff. You take your
Yeah.
shirt off. You do stuff Atlanta, like people from down south do.
Yeah.
Don't do what New York is doing. Do your own thing. Stay in that lane. You'll get a lot more fans that way. And they weren't wrong.
He threw on the
So,
Atlanta
was some good
jersey,
advice.
and
They weren't wrong.
the Braves jersey, and
Puff getting good advice, man. That's good.
Except
No,
for the
he's-
title. Southern Playalistic
No,
Cadillac. Funk
Puff
Music.
is a smart businessman. He's a
He's
shitty
successful
rapper.
for a reason.
No, he's
He
not.
is.
You know,
He's
he is.
not a
You know,
rapper.
he's got the steaks. He's got
He's
the
a rock star.
restaurant.
He's not a rapper.
He's a rock star.
He knows how to draft a contract so it goes into his best interest. You know, he knows how to look out for himself and his family.
He was like,
He's-
LaFace, listen, you're doing the right thing. We work together.
Take
I
that,
work
take
with
that.
every LaFace guy because you know what you're doing.
Take that. Take
I'll
that.
rob them, you rob them. They go bankrupt. That's what we
Seriously.
do. Tony Braxton goes bankrupt. TLC goes bankrupt. Did Outkast ever go bankrupt? I don't think they. I don't think I've heard of them doing terrible or robbed.
No, they're doing good.
I don't think they've had that downfall.
yeah, I didn't hear nothing about.
They
them
must have had a
being
good manager. You know, someone that can look at
They
that
just robbed
contract.
Everyone else on there.
You know, but everyone got ripped off. A lot of these freaking artists got ripped off.
Yep.
You know, they all got
And it's
ripped
the
off.
ones with the biggest hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
All that
so-
money went to
crazy.
fucking Pebbles and L.A. Reid.
And hell yeah.
All of the
It went
money.
to Pebbles
But
and
yeah,
Bam Bam.
we know what you're about to say. We
Yeah,
knew
Pebbles
what you were
and
about
Bam
to
Bam.
say.
Oh,
Gotta cut that joke off. There you go.
Horrible joke.
Predictable.
Did it actually go to them? Yeah. yeah.
Fuck outta here.
Even Fred and Barney got a little bit
Shut the
of that.
fuck up. Shut
Oh
the
my
fuck up.
God.
I went to the Simpsons then, right? Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles.
Remember he was in the Simpsons 11, like the crossover
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was actually pretty good.
with
I like
Family
that.
Guy.
Family Guy too.
That was too
All
funny.
day.
So, yeah, right. So, out of a
it
scale
was
of 1 to
so
10, what would you guys rate it?
I liked it a lot. It was good. It was like a hip hop history.
It was
Biopic.
interesting. Oh, it did a very good job. I mean, I liked it. I liked the
Out of
way
10.
that it was raw.
Out of 10, I give it like an 8. It was very raw.
Yeah.
You know, I give it like an
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
For something that I didn't know I was interested in, I give it a high score for that because it was entertaining.
Yeah.
And
It's
it
like,
introduced me. I knew about them but didn't. So it introduced me to what I thought I knew but didn't.
exactly.
So, like I knew the people they were working with, and it did hit a chord because I knew the songs they were talking about.
Yeah.
It wasn't
No.
like, oh, I have no idea who these are. What am I doing? So, in that essence, it got me like I would say a 7.5, 8. I've seen a lot of, stuff like that. So I mean, I've seen some that were more Maybe it depends on how bad it gets before it gets good, or how how much story they can tell.
Yeah.
So there's something we got to talk about too, but I'm not going to talk about it on here. We're going to talk about it another time. But I've seen some that were more dramatic. But I mean, the stuff that they went through and the stuff that it was pretty good. It was a great story to be told. So I do recommend it, definitely.
Yeah.
What about you, Art?
Well, around the same, 8, 9-ish.
Okay.
You know, I mean, extremely informative. I didn't know anything about those guys before, and you know, I don't think there's anything I would change about it.
It made me a fan.
Yeah,
It
actually made me want to meet them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to meet them
I
and
agree.
like actually sit down and talk to them about
I agree.
like, music
Yeah.
and stuff. That's what
So they
it
said
made
they
me.
were good guys.
The only things
They
that
came through.
I really
Yeah.
like the documentary. The only thing that I would change is just the production value of it, like the editing and the fucking like
That's
the
what I'm
way
saying.
the way they pulled it off. It could have been a little tighter, a little bit better. But other than that, as far as the information, like the way the pacing was, the way it started, because I had no fucking idea who these guys were, to learning about them and their whole journey towards the end. I think it was well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't
But,
seem to drag,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was interesting.
And I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence with the edits that they just left in, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking with P Diddy and his.
I like that. though. I like the rawness.
I like that a lot.
It
I like
that,
raw
it
hip
made
That
it
was
more-
kind of like
It
all
made
right,
it more
man.
authentic.
That's why I
because
liked
we're
it.
used to being so polished. And I
I
was
kinda
okay,
like-
that's why it was raw.
Yeah.
And then it made it so, okay, this is Atlanta.
That's why it
So
made me,
I guess so. Yeah.
it made me give it more points for that rather than I don't like everything so perfect and tight all the time. Like because most masterpieces come from raw shit. And,
Like when he was like, oh, I got to go pick up my girl. I got to get some food for her. I got to go now.
that was hilarious. 'Cause
On the
it
phone.
shows. It kind of shows.
Yeah, I'm in
that
an interview right now.
personality's the same as.
He's
It,
interviewing
it
me right now.
humanizes them a little
Yeah,
bit more
because
too.
even though like they show that in the interview, like you see in their interviews, it's the same as them off camera. That's what I liked.
Okay.
But my girl's calling. It's the same guy that was just talking in the interview. He's not
Yeah.
putting on a face. So I like that.
And I wouldn't answer the phone. But
I would answer that shit.
Yeah.
Well.
but there was a lot of people in there. It was funny because they all had the same, like when they talk about the dungeon, everybody had the same thing to say.
said exactly
They
the
were,
same. Yeah, yeah.
They were
Same
cutting it
thing.
all together. That was good. I
Yeah.
like
I like that, yeah.
Same thing.
It was like
They'd be
dirty,
like,
dirty ass,
the
rusty
dungeon, them steps, those rickety steps, the
Everybody had the same
blankets.
story.
The
So
Dungeon
they weren't
Family.
lying.
I never knew what the Dungeon Family. Like
didn't
now
know
we
that.
know why it's called the Dungeon Family.
They
Yep.
had 2 chains.
Titty
Boy.
I like it shows.
Same guy.
I like
Yeah,
seeing music biopics, documentaries, or whatever that show. Biopic.
By the way,
Biopic, David.
Biopic.
it's a biopic.
It's my spin on it. Biopic.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a fucking medical
Biopic
disorder.
6.
Biopic.
Oh, damn, I just
Oh,
my age. Biotic 6, damn.
But no, it shows how money could fuck you up.
Yeah.
Oh, it always does.
It shows how money fucks
Always.
you
That's
up.
why every biopic is going to have that same underlining story.
Except for
Always have.
except for one.
And we're gonna
There's
talk
one
about
that
it
I
at
just
another
ordered.
time.
I
We'll
ordered a
talk about it another
DVD.
time. Don't ruin it. 'Cause we
Oh
can
no,
talk
no! This has to be said right now. 'cause
No, you gotta
I
talk
ordered.
about it another time.
I ordered this DVD.
No, it's over. We're done.
I ordered this fucking movie, and it's the hardest shit to find. I tried to fucking pirate it, couldn't do it. Couldn't find it online anywhere.
Art of Storytelling,
Cool as
Slick
ice?
Rick?
No, even
How come-
worse.
how come-
Even worse than
How come
that.
Slick Rick doesn't have one.
You can actually buy that.
Seriously.
No, you don't. Oh, man, I can't even say it.
All right, next
It's
time.
too exciting.
All right, next
It's too
time.
exciting.
So tune in next time.
Soldier Boy, the movie.
Oh gosh,
It's a
story.
documentary.
no story. No story.
No.
It was actually labeled one of the worst documentaries.
I
No.
don't know if I could watch that.
I don't know if I can see
I'm
that
talking about
shit.
good documentaries.
Oh no,
I want
Like,
good.
you
it was
know.
bad. I ordered it. It's coming soon.
We'll do
It'll
the
be in
one
2
where
weeks.
like
I think he's making it now. You're the only one who ordered it. So he's like, shit, I gotta make one.
Yeah.
we'll do the one
No,
where
this
like,
shit's old, man. This shit's like fucking.
who's Silent
8 years
Bob?
ago.
Kevin Smith. What's his name?
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Silent
We'll
Bob?
do. We'll see the documentary where they did of Prince or whatever. You know, it's like
Who did a documentary?
Well,
Kevin Smith did a
Kevin
documentary.
Smith did a documentary.
Yeah, he directed it.
Follow him
Prince
around.
hired him.
Yeah, Prince hired him right for the
Yeah.
whole for like a tour or something like that. We'll
Yeah.
check that out.
There's a bunch.
Some Soldier Boy.
Biopics are awesome, so there's a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they got-
Biopic.
Shut up.
Biopic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Doesn't biopic sound better? though?
No.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Stop.
Biopic. What are you gonna put
Biopic.
fix your eyes?
Stop.
Pass me the biopic.
Pass me the
Sounds like a
biopic.
What's that?
tool.
That's like
Yeah.
aluminium.
Aluminium. Yes.
Aluminium.
The Art of Organized
Gotta be
Noise,
an
though,
album. Aluminium.
very, if you're a fan of hip hop at all, I think you should watch
What
it.
do they
It's
go
really
down
good.
as? What are they producers?
Producers.
Are they
Yeah, they're
producers?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a producer group or just producers?
Yeah, they're producers.
They're a
They're a
group of
team of
producers.
they're a team.
It's like
Like the Neptunes.
Yep.
But 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
like who was it?
Because I'm like, wait, this isn't a
Trio.
hip hop
the
group.
Hitman.
It's a trio.
The bad boy one, Hitman.
I think so, yeah.
They suck after they lost them. Like the mad rapper, D. Angeletti. He was dope. He was a dope producer.
Let me ask you something, guys. Are you ready for an email question?
Sure. I'm ready.
Not ready.
I'm ready
yet.
to eat
I
some
wanna
wings
talk
too.
about some other stuff.
Because last week, or the last podcast, I should say,
Not ready.
we didn't have it.
I'm
We
not
didn't
ready.
have it.
These are running a little long, but I'm going to go ahead and ask
I'm not ready.
Freddie B12.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Go.
Freddie B12 says, "What's your most recent drunk story?"
Come on, man. Jesus
Last
Christ.
podcast.
Oh
Kept
shit!
do the outro.
That was last.
Shit.
No, that was last.
Freddie B12.
My story is last podcast. I was pretty.
Yeah?
toasted.
Yeah, I was toasted the last podcast.
You're
if you
toasted
didn't
every
notice,
week.
Yeah, check out
we don't
podcast
even have the
number
full-
40.
We don't even have the full footage of that one.
Oh,
because
yeah,
we
you were kinda
tore
toasted.
down.
I was pretty toasted that podcast. I'm a little bit
So
more
having to take
mellowed
a
out.
shot and a drink and like nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't think the audience could see that though, because that happened after, you were real
Oh, yeah,
fucked
he
up
went-
after.
Right.
Yeah, the after effect.
Off air, you were fucked up.
Drunk story. That'd be Eric's birthday. Was the last time.
Oh
he was
yes,
drunk
could
like
you tell that story? I don't really have a
But
big
that
one.
wasn't the last time I was drunk.
No, that was your drunk
Oh
story.
yeah,
though.
that's right. That wasn't
The last time was
you did.
Vegas.
Oh shit, really?
But I'm not talking about anything in Vegas.
No,
Oh,
what happens
man.
in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm leaving
Well,
that.
what happens in the city on the sidewalk, that stays.
Well, the last time I was drunk, I don't even remember.
When was the last time you were drunk?
Not too long ago.
That was. Oh wait. Was that Halloween?
Was it?
When you were on the chair, mad depressed,
Oh, didn't you throw up like a
Was
ton
I?
of times?
and you were
I don't remember
you
shit.
were falling asleep?
Oh, you blacked out.
Yeah, that was the
I don't remember
when I
anything.
was dressed as Odell Beckham.
All I remember is waking up on your couch, and I looked at my shoes, and I had puke on my shoes.
Yes,
And I went to the I didn't notice until I went to the bathroom to piss. And I
That's
looked down,
ugly.
and I'm like, "Oh, my shoes."
Nah,
are-
because you came to.
I have no idea what
You might have came to my job, and I gave you these 2 free margaritas
Oh.
because
don't
customers
remember
canceled.
that.
them.
Don't,
And
I remember drinking that.
That mixed in with everything, and then we went to the spot next door.
I don't remember
I don't
anything
want to say the name of it. And then we had some green chartreuse, and that
Right.
fucked up your entire night.
It's not a good deal.
Well, yeah, we went to the.
It's always chartreuse.
See, I don't even remember anything
We went to
else.
Sweet and Vicious that night, and you were doing all right.
I don't remember
You were
anything.
fine. You were drunk, but you were doing all right. And then
No
I think
memory.
we did more shots.
Did we
I
see
think,
Dance for a While?
of whiskey. No, I don't even think
No
he was
Dance
there.
for a
It was
While?
so packed that he couldn't even do Dance for a while. And then, but he was crime scene Al because we went to a
Oh, wow.
spot called Black Rose after.
Yeah.
And you just weren't feeling well, so you sat down and you were just passing out in the seat.
Damn.
And we're like, "Yo, it's time for you to go home." And we were walking you down the sidewalk. Me and my friend Melissa were walking you down the sidewalk, and because you couldn't walk straight. And then we put you in a cab, and then you threw up.
I did?
I think
In the cab?
No, not in the cab. Definitely not in the cab. Damn. No. I'm sorry. You did not throw up. You were about to.
Oh.
And then we got you some pizza. You got 2 slices.
I don't remember.
And we
any
went
of
on
that.
the Long Island Railroad train, and
How the hell did we get it?
you were the black car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and you had a bite of 1 slice.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. And you passed out, and I'm like, all right, good. He passed out, and I'm sitting there, but I still
not
have
a good idea.
I still have an eye open,
Uh-huh.
and I passed out for a second, but I woke up before you did.
Yeah.
And as soon as I woke up, you said, "Blah, blah, blah," violently, and it shot out across, I was across from you, but to the
Really?
left, and I'm like. I wasn't even grossed out. I was just amazed by how violently.
projectile?
Yeah, I
You're
was
just like,
yo,
wow.
this motherfucker. Oh, it's getting
I don't
close.
remember anything.
So I had to step over, and you said, "Fucking go to the bathroom," and then you got up, went to the next train car, disappeared for 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, our stop's coming up, so I need this motherfucker to open the door for me. And I see you passed out, some dude sitting in a chair near you, and I'm like, yo, Al, you gotta get up, man. We gotta get off this train. And you're like, well, all right. And then you open the door for me,
Damn.
Luckily.
and then we open the door and we leave. I drive you back to my house. You crash on the couch, but when you wake up, you're like, "Where's my hat?" And I'm like, a lot of the vomit you threw up was in your hat.
Really?
Yeah, it was in your hat. Because when I was flashing my phone
That was my
light,
favorite hat.
I was flashing my
was
phone
my
light.
favorite
I'm
hat.
like, Where's? Oh shit! Is that? I thought it was a bowl.
No,
But
that was
your
my hat,
vomit
man.
filled up the hat.
Damn.
I'm like, God damn.
And I only took one bite of that shit.
You
The
took one
pizza?
bite of two slices.
What the fuck did
You
I
had a
eat?
white slice, and I think a regular, and you took a bite of the white slice and just knocked the fuck
That
out.
sounds
was
like
that
something I
drunk.
would order, but I don't remember. All I remember from that night was going to your job, getting those fucked up ass drinks, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't. Everything else is blocked out.
Everything that you shouldn't have had, you had.
That was the first time I've ever had a night where I don't remember a fucking thing.
Fuck.
Like
Yeah,
I
that's-
honestly don't remember. You could give me a lie detector test, and I would fucking be like, "Yo." But yeah,
That
that's
was good
it.
enough. That was good enough for the email question.
That was pretty good. I hope
There
you
was
like
also
that.
a time
Fred.
when Eric was a panhandler in the corner.
Well, to sum up my story real quick, just so I don't
Yeah.
make this go too long. It was
Yeah.
my birthday, and we went to a spot in the city, and within the first, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes, I'm just getting handed shot after shot after shot.
That was my fault, by the way. It was all my fault.
Patron.
I got
whiskey.
everybody to buy this guy
That was
shots.
murder.
Patron
and,
whiskey,
murder.
5 minutes.
Continue.
Patron whiskey every 5 minutes, and I'm like, all right, let me slow it down. My boy Matt,
Patron whiskey.
Matt came through,
Yeah.
who was on the last podcast. Shout out to
Dark Cat.
Dark Cat. Shout out to Dark Cat. I'm talking to him, talking about wrestling or whatever, and then while I'm talking to him and his boy, random hands, shots, just
Yeah.
keeps giving me shots. And his boy was like, he might have just had like 10 shots in like 20 minutes of Patron. He's like, literally just had shots. And I was feeling all right. I was like, all right, ain't no big deal. And a nice little buzz. But then it like started hitting me. And I'm like, I got to take a piss.
Yeah.
And I took a piss. And this is where everything gets foggy.
Right.
Let's take a piss. And I'm like, yo, I feel dazed as fuck. And I went near the entrance. And the bouncer's like, you look like you need some fresh air. I said, I do need some fresh air.
Just like
Walked
that, I do.
outside. Don't remember much after that.
Right.
And
I
I
rem-
come there
Yeah.
later with
And-
a bunch of friends, and we're walking by. I'm like, yeah, you got to meet Eric. It's his birthday. We got to chill out the place. And I'm walking past dude, and I'm like,
What's this homeless
who
dude
the fuck
doing
is
over here?
Well, right. Oh, guys, here he is. This is Eric right here.
There's a bum on the
Next
street.
to this freaking sign laying on the ground outside here. And that was their first introduction to you.
Yeah.
was-
that was the first time meeting you.
I was lost outside for an hour.
Yes.
And two groups of people,
Yeah.
including your group,
yeah.
my coworkers also at separate time. They were like, "Oh shit, looks like there's a homeless guy outside this place."
Yep.
No, it was me.
No, it
It was me on the
It was you.
outside, and eventually, my night ended in 2 hours. I never made it back inside. They wouldn't let me
Didn't
back
see.
in.
Didn't see.
I took a cab home.
It was a hell of a birthday. was
Threw
a fun
up.
time.
I threw up outside the cab while I was moving
Oh,
on
nice.
the door.
Oh.
The taxi driver got mad at me. He said, "No, you gotta pay extra. You threw up." I said, "Give me a napkin." So I took a napkin, popped out, cleaned the whole shit, threw the napkin back in the cab. I
Oh,
said, "Fuck
shit.
cab."
And you just ran?
And no, I just walked away.
Oh, you walked away?
Yeah, I remembered out of anything.
Wow.
Took
You're the reason they don't pick us up.
Wow, yeah. And you wonder why they fucking
Dude, this
keep
is the only
driving
time I've
past,
ever
man.
been like this.
Shit.
Walked home from the train station, threw up on the sidewalk, and multiple times, and this crashed in my bed. And that was it. My night ended in 2 hours. Happy
I gotta
happy
say-
birthday. Happy birthday.
I got to say one thing, though, man. I'm not going to take all the blame. I'm partially responsible for that night.
You and Chalk.
But yes, Chalk. And I told him, too. And I said, yo, man, I think he had enough, yo. I don't think he can handle any more.
You lived the
Chalk said, fuck that shit, man. And next thing you know, I turn around. I see him with like 2 more shots about to hand that shit to you. And you're on the fucking side. You're on the fucking couch. Just passed out. Just like, just look. Oh,
That's karma.
I was just like,
It's
damn.
funny. I've never done anything like that to anyone. The only time I did was to Chocolate. We tried to assassinate.
Yes,
put him
and
in the
we did- and
hospital.
we
We
failed.
did that. We
We
failed.
failed.
We
21
failed.
shots.
We failed horribly.
That was the only time I tried to kill somebody.
We failed horribly, both of us.
I got people drunk. Sure,
I win $120.
But assassinate someone so they're fucking on the sidewalk? No,
Yeah, no.
I tried to put Chocolate on the sidewalk.
We gotta
No,
go
we tried.
easier on the birthdays, I think.
No, that's done.
I spent.
Al, what about your birthday celebrated in Vegas? You want to talk about that?
I don't think that's.
What happened
I
to
don't think we have
Vegas
enough
stays in
time for that.
We can continue that in the next podcast.
Yeah, that's
Bring
all we
it up
got
here.
for you today. That's all we got for you. So, as always, for those listening and watching, let us know what you think in the comments, especially about the movie that we just reviewed. If you want to see live video recordings of all our podcasts, just go to YouTube and search the official 857 Music channel.
That was so slow.
Email
Stop making so much noise over there.
Email your questions for shout-outs to comments at 857music.com. And for our latest updates, log on to
Making so much noise over
857.
there.
You're like hitting mad shit.
Your squeaky ass
I
chair.
love. You know what? These interruptions have to stop. Man. Please.
Just go. Keep going.
Let me
Keep
just
going.
get no, because nobody can hear with people talking over
on,
me.
That's how they know it's not pre-recorded.
Shit.
It's different every time.
All right. Anyway, as I was saying,
Log on to 857.
log on to 857ent.com. Like us on Facebook, search 857 Hip Hop, and follow us on Twitter at 857music.com. Oh, sorry, at 857music.
Yep.
Check out our latest content available on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Stitcher. Go ahead, finish the rest.
You gotta talk loud.
Go ahead. If you're gonna interrupt
the
me,
background.
just keep going. Just go.
It was going.
No. Just keep going.
Perfectly fine.
Just keep.
Other streaming services you're trying to say?
Yeah. Go ahead. Read the rest. You can see
Streaming
it.
services. And finally, for more weekly 857 entertainment, show your support, thumbs up, and leave a comment. Share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You reach 1,000 subscribers, Kevin's gonna take a bite of face.
Yes.
What the hell was
I
that?
take a pie in the face if we reach 1,000.
Fuck is that?
I like how every week we keep climbing.
that
Did you
it?
guys see? Every week we keep
Yes, we're
climbing
getting up there.
closer to 1,000.
We're getting up there. We need to reach
A
that.
pie to the face is imminent. It's within our grasp.
But you know what?
Imminent.
You know what's more important than that?
What?
Peace.
857 Music Podcast.